Hello, and welcome to Who's the Best Character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in Speed, Strength, Ability, Mental State, etc., etc., etc. So this week is the oddball non-Nintendos. Quick little disclaimer, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy, Bayonetta, or Mega Man Classic, any of the Mega Man Classic games. However, I have seen plenty of gameplay and such for these characters, and I've watched cutscenes. So it's very important that we actually get third parties into Super Smash Bros. Because it kind of just, after Snake and Sonic were added in Brawl, it actually just kind of made the whole entirety of Smash Bros. Like this monumental thing in gaming. It was no longer just a Nintendo crossover, it was a crossover with tons of different series. And I think there's like 320 something series in Super Smash Bros. Overall. For the Brawl that's gonna go down today, I am not including any of the DLC characters into this mix of oddball non-Nintendos, just because DLC is still coming out, and I'm gonna just do it in a later episode. So Joker, Banjo, Min Doll will be later. What the heck? Why is there a cardboard box? Snake? Darn it. Oh god. This is Snake calling in. Snake is probably one of the best soldiers to ever exist on the planet. Since my cover's been blown, might as well start to talk. Snake was originally created as a clone of Big Boss along with his brother Liquid Snake. Name Snake actually gets passed around quite a bit. There is also Venom Snake, Solidus Snake, and a couple of others. Overall, Snake is the best super soldier to ever exist. Big Boss was supposedly the best soldier ever, but Snake defeated Big Boss, as well as his brother Liquid, and a whole bunch of psychic ninjas. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. He also takes down Metal Gears like they're nothing. And if you don't know what a Metal Gear is, picture a tank, but the tank can shoot nukes, like anywhere in the world, from where it's sitting, and it also has a ton of arsenal. Snake takes those down like it's nothing. He's an expert in skydiving, closed and open combat, and he can use any sort of weapon thrown at him. Grenades, machine guns, handguns, bombs, anything. He's also an expert at diving and free climbing, so this guy is also pretty ripped. He does have a love for huskies. After he retired, he went to go live in Alaska with his 50 dogs to live a peaceful life. Sounds like something my dad would want to do. And then he kind of had like post-traumatic disorder, PTSD, because he fought in so many wars. I think it started in World War II, and then Vietnam War, and then a bunch of made-up wars, but still, several wars. Also a really big smoker and drinker. He's very alcoholic, he smokes a lot. It's kind of a core gameplay mechanic in Metal Gear Solid. Like, you smoke and you get better health or whatever. But don't smoke in real life. It ruins your lungs. Snake also can use his codec call to call back to the base about certain things that he needs. Like, oh, I need information on this, or I need the password to hack this computer or whatever. And it's an internal codec call, so no one can hack it, because they put like a chip in his brain, and he goes like this, and he's like, go on base, or whatever. He also uses a cardboard box as camouflage, and he has a ton of weapons on him at all times. His suit can also turn invisible, and it's powered by electricity, and it also hides his like thermal signature as well. It's night vision too, so watch out. He's coming for you. He's like a ninja, stealthy ninja. Except he beat a whole bunch of psychic ninjas, so. His strongest accomplishment was actually he army crawled through a hallway full of microwaves. Not like the box, but like the radiation microwaves, which would kill a normal human being in a couple of minutes. But he was able to crawl through this hall of microwaves for like 3 or 4 minutes and get out alive. Pretty much the entirety of Metal Gear is they throw as much crap at Snake as they can and see if he will die. And he doesn't. He just keeps going. It's because he fights for more than himself. He once blew up a tank with his bare hands and only 3 grenades. So, it's impressive. He's not affected by any sort of EMP that is thrown at him. An EMP is an electromagnetic pulse. If you've seen the Sonic movie when Sonic goes supersonic and like wipes out all the electricity, that's kind of what an EMP is like. He was infected with a specific virus engineered to kill him, and he still beat it. It did turn him to be like 50 or 60, but he still beat the stupid virus thing. He's probably beating COVID right now. Fun fact about Snake, he is fluent in 6 different languages. He's also an expert in pop culture. They reference Star Wars several times throughout the Metal Gear series and a couple of other franchises. Snake is this awesome, really cool soldier, but he does have a couple human limitations. As he is human, he was engineered to be the greatest soldier ever, and he is the greatest soldier ever. But one well-placed bullet can kill him, as well as probably poison. And other things that we all die of eventually, like old age. Fun fact, if you go into Super Smash Bros. Brawl on Shadow Moses Island, and you down taunt twice with Snake, and it's just you and one other character, it'll pull up a codec call. It's like similar to Palutena's Guidance, but it's with Snake and whoever the codec call is. Actually, in the codec call, we find out that he hates Sonic. Darn you, Hedgehog, why are you here? Sonic's the name, speed's my game. Sonic the Hedgehog is canonically the fastest video game character alive, according to the Guinness World Records. His true speed is kind of debated frequently, just because, well, it's not exactly consistent amongst other games. Some games he's faster than the speed of sound, some games he's faster than the speed of light. Oh, also to note, the Sonic that appears in Smash Bros. Is the modern Sonic. Now, I think classic Sonic and modern Sonic are both part of the same timeline, however, that's not usually the case with most canon, so I'm gonna just keep modern Sonic as his own character and not include any of the classic Sonic stuff. Regardless, Sonic is still probably one of the top 25 best characters in Smash Bros. Ultimate. E12 Omega actually said Sonic's true speed hasn't been hit yet, so he really could be super duper fast. We just don't know. Also with speed, he also has quite a lot of attacks to go with his speed. He does spin dashes, homing attacks. He can run around at the speed of sound. Sonic is also very cocky. He has a big ego, and he loves to do whatever he feels like. He fights for his friends. He's kind of in a juxtaposition, actually, where he will go and, like, stop Eggman, but at the same time, he doesn't, like, want to hurt Eggman. He just kind of has this rivalry where they want to one-up each other, I guess. Does have a lot of power-ups from Wisps. However, they won't be able to use that because, like I said before in the intro video, no help is allowed. Still, without help, Sonic is quite impressive. He was able to stop Chaos by himself, Infinite, Metal Sonic a couple times, Eggman a million times. The 6 deadly Zavok, Zaz, Xena, the other guys, those guys, I don't know how to pronounce their names, the 7 deadly sins, the 6 deadly something, they're based off the 7 deadly sins, whatever. His quills are actually quite interesting because he can harden them to make like spikes and they're really dangerous, or they can be nice and soft. Sonic also has a plethora of other favorite characters and such, like Shadow the Hedgehog, Tails, Knuckles, and people want those guys in Smash, however they already appear as Sys trophies. But Sonic does have one thing that puts him really high above all the other characters. He's not only fast and strong, he also has the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Now, if you don't know what the Chaos Emeralds are, basically he goes Super Saiyan like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. And once you need all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and he ascends to a higher power, which is known as Supersonic. Supersonic, it can go much faster than regular Sonic, and all of his attacks and stuff are like boosted up to another level. It's like he has an invincibility star from Mario, and then he just goes. He just goes and does stuff. He's defeated multiple enemies with the Chaos Emeralds, and actually Classic Sonic can level up the Chaos Emeralds again for the Super Emeralds and become Super Sonic, who's white and flashy in color. Right? Look, Super Sonic. So anyway, Sonic is fast. That's the main thing that keeps him going. He's very fast. He likes chili dogs. Very, very, very powerful character. So that being said, with Sonic and Brawl, the possibilities of who else could be in there were endless. That Mario's rival was in, who else could be in? Ah, Lemons? Mega Man?